Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and the Uncarrier announcement is now official. It was fully announced 9 a.m. this morning, my time, 11 Eastern, and there's still a lot of mixed feelings about it. I'm hearing multiple negative comments. I'm reading multiple positive comments. So this is another great article by Sasha Segan over at PC Magazine. If you scroll down, you'll see me featured on this article, and me and him had a interaction this morning. And before I speak on the Uncarrier announcement, I just want to speak on what we interact about briefly. So he has a great point. I completely agree. The T-Mobile entering a new primary business, and such a business that doesn't have a lot of competition in the rural America, semi to rural America environment, is a big deal because it offers choice and competition, and it will likely force the ISPs that are in these areas to either lower pricing or offer a better, more reliable product. So I completely agree with this point. The issue that I'm having is T-Mobile is not there yet in my experience. Could I be a minority? Sure. Could other people have no issues? That is absolutely a fair point, that I'm the minority. But I've seen others have these same similar issues as well. A lot of other customers are used to a direct bandwidth line that is dedicated to them. So they're getting constant bandwidth that feeds their entertainment system. So they hardly ever have any hiccups or buffering or stutters or outages, right? But a lot of people are upset with either pricing or its provider's customer service. Pricing goes up. It's not stable pricing. They increase it after 12 months. There's a 2-year contract. So those are several of the issues that are out in the market space that T-Mobile is trying to fix. Now, with my experience, I didn't put this all into text. It was just too much to type. I've had to wait 6 to 7 weeks just to get the product. And this is the Gateway Nokia 5G router. I don't know the model number at this point in time, but it took me that long to receive it. So after setting it up, which the self-install is very simple, it's not complicated, so that wasn't a problem. Now, after disconnecting the AT&T home internet, connecting my entire household entertainment system to T-Mobile's home internet, it was a true smooth transition initially. Everything is wirelessly. You put the router on the second floor, you put it up high on the table, whatever the case, and then you just transition and you go about your business, and then you complete your daily tasks. You check your email, you watch your TV, you stream your games, you stream your shows and movies. Now, for me, I have a N41 site roughly about 1.6 to 1.7 miles away from the place that I live at. Does it penetrate? I'll just compare it to my phone device. Does N41 penetrate my home? Yes. Does it stay constantly connected to my phone? 100% of the time I am on N41. Is that the case on the router? No. Now, how is this identified what the problem is? Is it the software? Is it the router itself? We don't know. I don't even know myself. I don't know how to identify this issue. I've mostly been connected to band 12, LTE, and the reason I say LTE because band 12 as a primary lets me know that I've been dropped to an LTE connection on the firmware 168. So there's additional bands that are of course aggregated with that band 12, but the experience is not the same as when the product is on its N41 product, or spectrum, I should say. That is where the mass capacity comes from. And when I factory reset the router, it does latch onto that signal, and it provides me with 200 plus megabits per second and a lower latency as well. That is fine. Here's another issue that I've experienced. Again, this is just a true factual experience. This is not me bashing T-Mobile. This is not me trying to, steer you away from buying the product. This is just my experience. Several people that I know on social media YouTube, and even here locally have had the same experience. Even with that capacity and throughput, my entertainment has still buffered. There was still degradation of quality. It YouTube TV auto selects your quality. So I start off the stream at 1080 60. Then all of a sudden there's a degradation of quality. I'm down at 240. There's pixelation. There's buffering. I posted a video of that happening not too long ago. It's a quick stutter. Then you see the buffering circle. Then it continues. Then it buffers again. Then there's a circle. Then it continues. That's just no way to anybody's satisfactory in terms of watching entertainment. People get annoyed by that. They would get mad and they call in. Then there's no real solution on T-Mobile's customer support. They can't send a technician to your house. They don't have that accessibility. So what do? How do they fix it? Do they just offer credits? Do they send you a new router? What's the solution here on this issue? There is no solution really. They calm you down by giving you credits, and then if it doesn't fix the problem, then you just return the router and then you just cancel the service. That's my opinion. That's what I'm gathering up information on. I think that's what's going to happen. I think if this doesn't get fixed and a proper software update is sent, I think this will be the highest churning product that T-Mobile will have ever offered. It may even be worse than TV. And the reason I say that is because I see that nowadays with where there is an option and people have issues, they will send the router back to the respective ISP, whoever it is, and they will go with a new service because it's mostly non-contract and it's very simple. You don't even need a box or anything. You just take the cable, the router, the power cord, and you take it to UPS and they'll handle it for you. It's free. You don't even have to pay. So this is a very, 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 very small space that T-Mobile has to compete in, and where they want to take the opportunity, they need to make this work. And if they can't make it work, not on their end, but if the customer, it doesn't meet their needs, they will cancel the service. They will send it back. I'm telling you right now. I had a buddy here locally. He's on my Twitter. He said, look, under T-Vision, it was fine. No issues. But over time now with YouTube TV, higher streaming quality, more demand on the network, I've had issues. He's like, I'm going back with AT&T fiber. That was a honest answer. There was nothing bashing about it. He just said, I would have kept the product if it met my needs. And I think that will be the biggest hurdle that T-Mobile has to climb. If they do have to start sending new routers to customers that are experiencing these issues, there's faulty routers, how do they keep up with supply and demand? They're already taking first come, first served. So that lets me know there's not a lot of supply. There's not a lot of supply chain on the routers, and then they're not wanting to fill up the capacity too much. So as I said previously, I've heard 20 to 50% of capacity can be filled. They don't want the experience to be worse for the wireless customer. So it still sounds like to me that the wireless customer still has priority over this home internet product. So yes, eventually they'll include 5G network slicing somewhere down the line. Will it make it better? I don't know. Are they going to release a new model of a router? Sure, at some point they will. But we will have to wait and see how they approach this problem and how they approach the demand. I'm already hearing there's a new database that's being set up for this product availability for you to check. Apparently the demand is so high the sites are crashing. So there's that. They're going to cover 30 million households. 20 will be in urban areas. 10 million will cover rural areas. So they want to effectively compete in all areas, urban, suburban, and rural America. So that's just something that I wanted to cover. Again, the other two announcements, they were pretty much just leading up to the big announcements. There is a unlimited for all deal. You get a free 5G phone, a Samsung phone. And then T-Mobile is saying that if you are a Verizon and AT&T customer and you are on a tiered data plan still, you can move over to T-Mobile for 5G unlimited. and you can also get the same pricing that you have now or better pricing even. So I think that was an interesting announcement. I don't think that's going to move the meter for them. They did attack Verizon a little bit about them going all out on unlimited premium, that if you want that experience of millimeter wave, ultra wideband, and C-band, you have to pay 32% more. So they did talk about that briefly, but the big announcement still was rural America, home internet. Of course, they want to invest into rural America. It's infrastructure. So they also want to invest $25 million back into rural America to renovate theaters, old buildings, whatever the case, wherever the money's needed, they want to do that. I think they get more of the rural townships back on board, and that's how they pretty much get into it's expensive, but that's how they get into a presence into rural America where they've never previously been in. And then there is a marketing campaign for this home internet product now that it's officially launched. So that commercial was aired during this presentation. So that's going to be set to be launched nationwide as well on primetime events, NBA games, baseball games. That's coming as well. So again, I don't want to say it was lackluster. I think they were pretty straightforward. It was a very well organized event, high production. But again, I think there are still unanswered issues that may be presented. I wish there would have been a Q&A. They're already saying there are chip supply shortages, and it just sounds like it's going to be a bigger problem to fix than it just going smoothly. I think there will be issues that they have to fix. I think they do fix it. I think this is a primary business that they stay in, but they have to work through fixing those problems first. And if they can't make that great first impression on that customer that may want this product and get it, I don't know if they in the future will be able to get this customer back on board. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I will leave this article in the description. I am featured on this article so you guys can see the tweet. Again, probably a lot longer than I wanted the video to be, but I needed to get those points out there. Again, not bashing T-Mobile. That is just my honest experience. This product has not been a 100% satisfactory to my needs. Even AT&T at 50 megabits per second and 10 up has been a better experience just connecting it back yesterday. No buffering on the stream, no problem uploading on YouTube. So I've been able to pretty much address those issues just by connecting the home internet of AT&T's back. Maybe there's another official software launch, a commercial software update that'll come to the 5G router for T-Mobile. Who knows? Maybe that gets better. But for now, people are sending me private messages saying there's a DSN routing issue, the back end issue. People are telling me issues left and right. We will see what happens. I don't know if T-Mobile is going to announce churn with this product, but I'm positive they're going to lose customers if those issues are persisting. So if you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, shared, subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.